You are listening to the Our Hustle podcast, a platform for entrepreneurs to share their journey and hustle for 1 hour. I'm your host, Akio Nagapuri. And before we get started, make sure to subscribe at Our Hustle on all platforms and leave us a review letting us know your thoughts. And now, it's time to start the show. What up, bro?
What's up, brody?
I told you, bro. I told you I was going to have you top 3. I told you. Okay. When I hit you up last week, Karen took your goddamn spot. So we're going to find her. Yeah. Okay?
I was supposed to be number 2.
Yeah. We'll DM her and, yell at her or something.
I mean, it's all good. Ladies
but
first.
You're so top 3, that's a legendary status.
Yes.
And there's a reason why I brought you on. A couple reasons. One, you went on Instagram talking about you a Billboard producer, bro. That's a major flex.
All facts.
For people that don't know, this is Rich Icy. All right, goes by Rich. And man, for one, Billboard producer, you made your way into the industry independently to make collaborations with people like Styles P. And please, correct me if I'm fucking not mentioning some names. Styles P, Kehlani, which is big. Dave East, which is big. You got Rich the Kid in there. You got Quentin Miller in there. You got DJ Drama in there. But it's fucking huge, dog. So it's important that I have you on here, not only because you're a longtime friend and fellow YouTuber. You have to understand that first YouTube video that I ever made was with you. We did the Bryson Tiller video.
Oh, the first one?
That was the first time I hopped on YouTube to do anything.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I was doing some podcasts here and there.
Right.
But you got that. You're not founder, but co-founder of clothing company and brand Trust Life.
Right.
You got that new song, Tag 'Em In. That just came out about a month ago.
Yeah.
I was just listening to that. That was fire. And man, you're the perfect person to bring on here because you're the epitome of hustle. When I was just a kid, you're a lot more mature than I was, bro. When I was a kid in 2017, 18, you had a fucking office space you were paying some money for every month and hustling to sell beats and make something of yourself. And look how far you come now, So I think... Bro. Just for that, bro, congratulations, that's why I have you on here, but introduce yourself, bro, real quick and show the world who you are. I know who you are.
You pretty much did the whole rundown for me. It's Rich Icy, you know what I'm saying? Frio. Like you said, co-owner / owner of Trust Life, which is this hat here coming soon.
Yeah.
Music producer, songwriter, engineer. The office space he's talking about is a recording studio I have in Metuchen, New Jersey. What else? Just hustling, like he said.
It's just a hustle, bro. Natural born hustler. Yeah. But this podcast, we've had a lot of episodes of doing album reviews, talking about Drake, Kanye West, all that fun stuff, right? Just conversations. But I'll be honest, bro. I never really got to ask you where you grew up, how you grew up, how your childhood led to who you are today. Right. And that's what I really want to get to know because I'm genuinely curious. That's why I wanted you on here because this is a whole nother side that I never took the opportunity to learn. Right. So let's start with that. Where were you born?
I was born in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Really?
Yeah.
And how long were you living in Massachusetts for before you came to Jersey?
So my mom moved out. She had me young. She had me at 20. She was pregnant at 19. Had me at 20.
Okay.
She moved to Springfield, Massachusetts, where she had me. I think she was only there for about 2 years.
Where was she before?
Jersey.
She was in Jersey and then went to Massachusetts.
In Old Bridge.
Why'd you go to Massachusetts though?
Just home stuff. There's a lot of siblings, so
I see. Okay. Family over
there.
Yeah.
So, spread her wings, went out there. Then she came back. I don't want to mess up the whole story, but I really moved around a lot, bro. I lived there, Jersey, PA, the Poconos.
Really? Okay.
Then I went to... I like to go by grades. All right, let's do this.
Let's do it by grades. Whatever's easier for you.
Yeah. All right, so kindergarten.
Yes.
Where was I at? I was in Ravine Drive, which is Matawan.
Okay. Matawan, New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah. First grade, we were in Perth Amboy, New Jersey.
Wow, okay.
Second grade, we moved to Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
Third grade stayed there. Fourth grade was there. Fifth grade started in Orlando, Florida. Went to Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
midway throughout school. Midway
like
your
midway,
fifth grade.
like probably like second and third semester.
Damn. Okay.
And then like the fourth semester was in Tobyhanna, Pennsylvania, which is like Poconos. Like
Wait. Third semester you went to Wisconsin. Fourth semester you went to
for fifth grade. 3 different states.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah. And then where are we at now? Fifth grade, sixth grade. Started there in Tobyhanna, and then like fourth marking period was in Prospect Park, which is near Patterson.
Yeah.
In New Jersey.
Yeah.
So we're back in Jersey now. And then seventh grade started there, and then ended in Mattawan.
Okay,
but then I stayed in Mattawan from like the end of seventh grade all the way up.
All the way up.
Graduation.
So now, is your family or like mom still living in Mattawan, or is she
no
different part of Jersey now? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
dude, that's a lot. Now, how did that affect you as a child, man?
I hated it growing up because like you always get attached, find new friends, and then you just up and leave. Like there was no real period other than like
building some sort of a strong relationship.
Yeah. So like I'll get close to people and then like up and leave by the next.
Why
year.
though? Why did your mom leave to so many places?
Well, my dad was kind of a street guy, so things pop up, things happen where you just have to relocate.
I see. Yeah. Okay, and he was. I mean, relocating is like an understatement. Like once that's such a big jump though to go from.
It was family in all of these places though, so I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want it to make it seem like it was just a random like spin the globe.
Like, all right, guys,
we're going here. Like no. It was family in all these places, so like, it was always somewhere that we knew people and somewhere to stay. And
have you held on to any friends from any of these locations up until now?
I
mean, this is also
at this point, nah, not really.
We had social media back then, right? We had MySpace, we had AIM, we had Facebook and shit like that.
Yeah, that was probably later though. That wasn't like elementary school. We weren't doing that.
No, I'm saying, imagine. So, I'm
so
leaving, but I got you on MySpace.
Exactly.
So.
It wasn't like that. And even like with that, when you switch from MySpace to Facebook to
you're not
like, yo, make sure you follow my. I just logged in, made a new one. Like
right.
They slowly but surely fizzle out, but like I remember a lot of the people that I was close with. So
really,
if we do happen to cross paths again,
you'll remember.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
But I think that also like that was a bad part of it. I didn't like when you're in it, you don't like moving around that much.
Of course, yeah.
I was always jealous of people that just was stable in like one town or whatever, and was able to grow up with the same people all the way up. But then now looking at it, I feel like it helped me kind of connect with all different kinds of people.
Right.
Because you see them from I've seen them from all different regions, from, Northeast, South, Midwest. Like, I know you see the similarities in certain people and the differences, and you're able to kind of, all right, this person's kind of like that, so I'm going to probably not play them too close. And then this person has good qualities. Like, you can kind of read people a lot faster.
Interesting.
Because you're just reintroducing yourself over and over and over and over.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
and you're understanding different personalities.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, you're a pretty social guy, so do you feel like you got that from there? Because a lot of people that grew up in one town, which is majority, right? But it could be kind of a detriment because you get used to the same people. You don't want to venture out. Right. But now that you're forced to meet new people, do you feel like that's helped you now in terms of networking or social skills, etc.? Like
I feel like, like the college experience, like a lot of people say you go to college at the bare minimum just to learn how to socialize and how to network and stuff. I was getting that all through my childhood. Like, just, like I said, meeting new people. You're just constantly different personalities, different climates, different cultures, because what the music we were listening to in Florida is not the same as listening to up here.
Right.
Or in Wisconsin. Like, it's all different. So
and you were listening to music throughout too, like
I love music forever. Like, since I was like 3 or 4.
So when you were going to Florida, you take like 10 days, you would understand Florida music, like you would be listening to it outside or in school or whatever.
I probably wasn't as like attentive about it. It was just around, like I would find the music and you just learn to like it. You know what I'm saying? But the radio stations are different. They're playing different music.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Up here, they're probably playing a bunch of Dipset and a bunch of New York-based artists, whereas down there is more like D4L, Laffy Taffy, Gucci Mane, T.I. Like, you hear a lot of that down there. So that made me appreciate Southern music early on. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when it became big, I was already like very familiar with it.
So who were you? Who was Rich in grades like 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade? Like, who were you as a person? Because you said that you were maneuvering really well with talking to people and stuff, which is amazing. But what was your?
I feel like I got
personality
that after though, like after school, because after a certain point, I just became like to myself. I was like, I'm probably not gonna be here that long.
Damn,
I
yeah.
get my couple of friends, and other than that, I'm just observing people. So I wasn't really like outgoing as you would say I am now. But I think probably around high school is when it started to get like later high school, probably like junior, senior year is when I was just like, all right,
At least
I know who I am.
Yeah,
like I know who I am now. I know my place in this world, so I could kind of just show myself and be a little bit more myself without having to worry about like people taking advantage or just stuff that you'd probably be concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
As an introvert naturally. So,
would you say that you're an introvert naturally, or
how
would you describe that? Because I feel because you're right though. I feel like you are a pretty reserved person.
Yeah, like if I'm in a new environment, I'm not gonna just be like,
yo, you
trying
are
to
the
meet
observer,
everybody.
bro.
Yeah,
you are the observer, and that's a good thing though, right? Whereas if you and I went to like a party and
like we would be totally different.
There's pros and cons to both, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like if you and I went to the same party, we didn't know anybody. You would probably see me talking to every single person, but I'm letting my business out there. And a lot of friends who might be just like you, very reserved, will say the same thing. We're like, yo, why are you putting all your shit out? Like, chill, like, like watch, you know what I mean? But I'm not a watcher. I'm more of like a...
You like to get to know,
fucking
like,
get in there
directly,
and grab all the attention. You know what I mean? Whereas I know for a fact that you would be in the corner, like, sipping on a drink, just watching. You know what I mean?
And slowly, I'll slowly...
Analyzing.
Like, Once I realized where the people that I would be interested in communicating with or having a conversation with, then I open up that way. But I'm not just gonna just cold read and just be like, yo, all right,
that's me.
What's
I'm
your
cold.
story? Yeah,
that's exactly what I was saying.
But
I'm
you
like,
did a whole series like that on
about?
Instagram. Yeah, like you did a whole series like, I'm gonna talk to just 5 random people and stuff like that. So like that's you though. Yeah. And I
like
commend you for that because that's super dope. Like,
it has its pros and cons though. You know what I mean? It has its pros and cons.
Yeah. I think. What do you think? It leans more in pros or cons?
From what I'm doing, or what you're doing?
Well, just being open like that and just starting a conversation.
I guess like a pro is like, like to have the capability of just going up to a random person and be like, hey, what's up? Is definitely a major pro. Because it shows like you're building thick skin, stuff of that nature, and it's really good for networking, right? But then again, there is a con because depending on what your career is, like I'm selling real estate, so it's like I have to fucking talk to new people all the time. Yeah. I better be good at talking to people. They better trust me, whatever it may be. But if I'm doing some like analytical job, like yours, I'm sure is very attention to detail with beat producing, making music, whatever. You can't just make a fucking song and then put it out. You're sitting there to be like, hey, okay, I didn't like this. Okay, I didn't like this one. And you have to help me with this. I don't know shit about fucking making music, right? But it's like you're making a beat and you hear that one sound, and you're like, nah, it needs this sound. Or you're like, I don't like this one sound. And I can't fucking hear that shit. Yeah. It all just sounds like one big thing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Until you dissect it. So that dissecting, the attention to detail, the observation of looking into music of, I don't like that line. Like, this line fits better. I'm not like that. I'm more like, bro, just fucking put the shit out.
And that's the pros and cons. There's pros and cons to that too. Like, I will never be able to do that again.
What?
Just listen to the song, like, and just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
true, right.
Because I do everything, I'm listening to the lines, how they're saying it, what
the
cadence
flow
they're using,
it,
the flow that they're using. Now I'm on to the beat. Now I'm looking at the drums. Oh, that snare's too loud. Oh, this melody didn't need to be there. Oh, I don't really like... And then as the engineer, I'm like, I don't really like this mix. That's too loud. Like, this needs to be... Oh, they should have put this back on the second hook. Like, I'm just really dissecting the song as if I made it, and I'm not even really enjoying it.
But that's the thing, though. But those few artists where you're like, okay, this is perfection. Yeah. You're like, okay, I
now
really
I'm like, this is
them.
gold. Like, this is, keep this. Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. Are you saying this is gold because this is something you would do? Or are you saying this is gold because you're like... Because
I appreciate every part of the song.
Got it.
Whether I can do it or not.
It's not you saying like, oh, he or she is doing exactly how I would do it. That's why I fuck with them. It's not like that, right? Nah. It's just like, yo...
Because some people do things that I can't do at all, you know?
Right.
Like, so I can't really say that.
I mean, the scope of
like "I Want You Around" by Snow Allegra. That song is fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Can I curse?
Yeah.
Are we cursing?
Dude, I cursed like 8 times.
You did?
Yeah.
I
I said fuck.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
we don't care,
no,
bro.
that song is fucking perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
So I can't do that.
Do you think it's important for a lot of
You feel me?
Do you think it's important for a lot of artists now to be hybrid artists? You know, producer and song, like writer, etc., and singer.
It definitely helps. It doesn't hurt at all. So like,
yeah,
it definitely helps. I don't think you have to be, but you would need a team that's gonna like handle those things for you.
Yeah.
Because if you just work for hire with everything, you're kind of getting people that's just like their benefit and your benefit, and that's it. There's no like, all right, let's help the cause. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the more you can kind of do yourself. I mean, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself, right? So, the more you can do yourself, the better. I would say it's nothing bad about it, other than it being maybe time consuming, having to switch hats. Like, all right, now I gotta go from producer mode to engineer mode, back to writer mode because I gotta fix this line. Now
rapper
back
mode,
to,
singer mode, whatever it may be.
But the more you do it, you kind of just blend it all together.
Interesting.
Like I'll be mixing while I'm thinking of new lines.
Right.
Changing the beat while I'm mixing. Like,
it's kind of important to know about it because if you have an engineer come in and they don't do something right, you're not just relying on them to be like, oh, I think that's good. But
or if you're trying to say something, like sometimes you just be like, yo, can you do this to the reverb? And if they don't know what that is, you be like, all right, let me just
get out of here.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I may not be
get off of this shit. I'll just handle it myself, you know. Exactly. But at least if they're or vice versa, they're throwing a bunch of fucking jargon at you and all these words, and you're like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Right? So putting those hats on definitely helps. Now, how did you get into, actually, before even, the question was going to be, how did you get into music? Why music as the career choice of the passion, etc.? But before that, what were you doing? Actually, let's just go with that question. Right. That's a better question. How did you get into music and knowing that, hey, this is what I want to do to make money, for career, for fulfillment in life, purpose? My purpose is music. How did you get to that point?
That started when I was super young. What year did the Rough Rider... Let me look this up. I think it's 98 or 99.
Rough Rider Anthem?
I'm going to tell you the exact album I was listening to. Every single day I would come home and my mom had this 6 CD disc changer.
Yeah, okay.
And I knew if you press number 3, the Rough Rider CD was there, and I would listen to the
this
same...
This is in the car, right?
No, at home.
Oh, at home. Okay.
In the
yes.
like a stereo system. And I would listen to the same, this one right here. Rough Rider, Ride or Die Volume 1. So that's 99. So I was 4.
Damn, bro. You're 4 years old, bro.
4 years old, listening to damn
I wasn't listening to no goddamn music at 4 years old,
But yeah, that was like, that's my earliest memory. And... like music just always did something for me. Like I just loved it. Like I really think I like the beats. I think that's what was really doing it for me. Swiss Beats did a lot of those, and I just really enjoyed how music. I feel like music is like communication, almost like its own language. Like people can go overseas, where in a country where they don't really speak that much English, but they'll know all the words. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Or like there's some. Like Bad Bunny, I don't speak fluent Spanish, but I like that shit. Like, that shit is fire. Yeah,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I learned a little something, you know what I mean? Un poquito, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But, I feel like music is universal in that way. So, that's my earliest memory. So, I kind of knew then that I wanted to get into music. I just didn't know.
That's crazy, bro. You're 4 years old.
How or what? You know what I mean? I just liked it. Like, I always, like, from then on, it was just music. Like, can you give me this CD? Whenever we're going to Walmart, I'm going to the electronic section.
Who are you asking? Your pops or your mom?
Whoever I was with.
Yeah,
but mainly them, the people I would be with.
Yeah.
Can you get the CD? I had the Bow Wow CD. I had the Nellyville.
Yeah.
I had,
yeah,
a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Like, and then got a computer and LimeWire came around. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still on there. And then when I actually started getting into production, that was the first thing I got into. Y'all remember what was it called? Millsbury?
No, you know Millsbury? No.
It was like...
Is it like a
game? It was like a game website. Because like computer class, everything was blocked.
Wait, I think I know what you're talking about.
Millsbury wasn't blocked, and it had all the games on there.
Yes, I think I know what you're talking about.
And then there was like a little city, and you can go to certain places and play games on there.
Yeah,
there was like a record store in there. and it had like a little makeshift, like you make your own beats. There's a bunch of loops. You put them in.
That's so cool.
This is fire. This is how it's done.
Yeah,
and it just clicked, right. So it just clicked. So that was probably 5th grade.
Bro, this is what Nelly used.
Nah, for real. I'm like, yo,
like
this is the drums, and this is the I'm in class, not paying attention to nothing. I'm just like, oh wow, I found it. Like I got to figure out like what it is. So I did that like probably the rest of that year. Every computer class I'm on,
just making beats.
Yeah, just making.
That's
making
so
beats.
funny.
And then fast forward, I found Fruity Loops. The demo.
What year is this? What year are we in?
This is...
How old is fucking Fruity Loops, bro?
I'm old.
Yeah? 2000, yeah?
Yeah.
2000, we're talking 2008.
This isn't 2008, though. This is 2009, 2010.
I see. Okay. High school days.
High school, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when I finally found that. So from then on, like that Christmas, I asked for the setup that I need. I looked it up. I need FL Studio. I need a computer. And some speakers. I got that, and that was it. I probably didn't ask for nothing else any other Christmas after that. That was it. At that point, like I got what I needed. And I've been at it ever since. Every day.
So aside from like Rough Riders, aside from Nellyville, etc., like what other music were?
Don't forget Bow Wow, man.
Bow Wow, very important, very fucking important. Like Out of My System,
yeah,
things like that. Yeah. Like You. So. What was Mom playing mainly and what was Pops playing mainly?
That's a good question.
Yeah, and then yeah, who's playing what? Around the house, in the car.
My mom played a lot of Mary J. Blige.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like that. Yeah, every album. I've heard every album she ever put out. I've heard every song she ever put out. So a lot of Mary J. Blige. My mom likes rap music, so she played a lot of like. A lot of Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Okay.
Big Daddy Kane.
Okay.
Even the Locks, like.
Okay.
But a lot of stuff that she could just hit her bop to, like she likes to dance. You know what I'm saying? So anything like that, a lot of bad boy music, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of groovy stuff.
My dad was listening to like Nas.
Okay.
Again, the Locks. A lot of hardcore like street rap stuff.
I see.
Or like reggae, like
interesting.
Movado, shit like that. And then, but I also had uncles. So my uncles rapped. Kato, R.I.P., Life, and my cousin Nell. They all rap, so I would look up to them mainly. So like that was another part that really was a big part in my story was watching them like be home writing to a beat and then they'll leave. I didn't go with them to the studio.
Yeah.
But they would come back with a song.
Wow.
On a CD, and I would just run that to the ground.
Yeah.
So like that process was like, dang. So
wait, where is this
actually going somewhere and like making this, like I'm watching the process and watching the finished like product.
Bro, they went to Millsbury to do that shit.
Not real, right?
Wait, but what state are we in right now, though? Is this Jersey?
No, that's Florida.
Florida? Okay.
And then my cousin was in New York and Queens. So,
dude, that's like two different worlds, no?
Yeah.
Like the music that the Florida cousins were making were way different from New York.
Well, no, my whole family's from like based in New York. Like
I see, and then they just traveled out.
Yeah.
I see.
So when we moved to Orlando, taking it back to 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade,
mm-hmm.
my uncle moved in with us. This is my youngest uncle, so he's only 10 years older than me. So when he graduated high school, he came down there, stayed with us because he was going to a school in Florida. And that's when I seen like the process. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, it was like having a big brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I was by myself. It was me and my parents. So it was like having a big brother there and watching him do what he does and then leave and come back with a song. It was like
it's fucking magic. It was like amazing.
Was like I was slowly just
like you didn't know where he was going.
Yeah,
but he just came back with a song.
You know what I'm saying? And he'll always just brush me off. Like I was like, 8 or 9, he was like, when you're double digits. I turned 10. He's like, when you're 13, bro, I'll take you.
I'll tell you.
When you're 18, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll figure something out.
Yeah. I'll figure this out, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But that same uncle's actually on my next project, Life Handle Lemons.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit.
that's our first song together.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, how did that come about? Like, what, you just reached out to him and it was like, yo, I need you on this.
Mm-hmm.
It's
He
an
came
uncle.
up here. He came to the studio and we got that done. That was necessary.
When was the last time you saw him? Like, in person?
I see him all the time. Like,
when
I go down to Florida, I just seen him Thanksgiving when we was down there. But yeah, all the time. So we finally got the song done.
That's amazing, bro.
Finally.
How did that make you feel?
No more pushing the time back. It felt good because it felt like I kind of like, you know, the one person you look up to and then you got his respect
him on the
now.
Song, bro.
Yeah, got his respect now. So it's like, all right, bet.
Like
so
when Kendrick got like Jay-Z on a song, or like, you know what I mean?
Took everything. I had to get Billboard plaque. I had to
had
to do everything.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, finally. I'll give you and he snapped too. So
that's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got cousins, uncles, mom and dad, all these different like culmination of sounds and music. You got reggae, you got East Coast, West Coast, etc. And you know,
and not for nothing, the internet too.
Right, of course, you listen to shit all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
YouTube.
Like LimeWire.
Yeah.
Like hot new hip hop, the blog era.
Yeah.
World Star, like all that shit. Like you just find music from everywhere. So like.
So when I met you at Best Buy.
Yeah.
Right? That was what year, bro? Like 2015, 16.
Yeah,
2015, 16.
Yeah.
You were making music then.
Uh-huh.
Did you have the studio then? No, right? I think you didn't have it back then.
I had it in Best Buy.
You had a studio in Best Buy?
No, when I was
just when I was
right. That's why
that's boxes, bro.
Went on break. That's what we was doing behind Geek Squad. And shit.
Oh shit, that's what that fucking curtain was, bro.
Exactly, bro.
It was a
that's
studio,
why we really
makeshift
know.
studio, bro.
That's why I was always back there. So,
yo, were you working at fucking Best Buy? You were thinking 3 steps ahead of all of us, weren't you?
Everywhere I work, there's always somewhere like I was always like
I could use the electronics here.
The open box computer,
Boom,
bro. I had
bro.
an i7 shit. I'm like, yeah, let me just get this i7 computer.
Boom.
Let me get these cables for the low.
And then like the coolest
it
was in like Giancarlo or something. He would always hook you up with like $100 off. You know what I'm talking about?
It wasn't him, though.
It wasn't him?
I don't really bang with, he didn't really bang with me like that.
Really? Yeah, fuck him then. Alright, fuck him. Whoever it was hooked you up with the goddamn
the Pats,
computer.
Big Pat, Little Pat, they were cool.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Try to call maybe sometimes.
Every now and then.
If you got 3-year GSP.
It's only... yeah. Now, he hooked me up, so I was like, yo, that guy's a savior, bro. Yeah. But then he's not treating everybody else the same, so it's whatever. But, I mean, all right, here's a very important question then, because you were making music while working at Best Buy, but then when you quit Best Buy, did you work any other job, or you just went full-time into making beats and making music?
So this is... All right, so when I left Best Buy, I was...
This is 2015.
This is like when I first... So the studio was getting renovated while, last couple months there. Okay. I was getting the studio renovated, new flooring, new paint on the walls and shit like that. So then after that, then I worked at a music store again.
Smart.
You know what I'm saying? To get a new mic. I got a new mic. I got all the sound equipment and shit like that. Same process. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me work here and I'm going to get all this stuff for it.
Like a discount and shit. Yeah.
So everything was just like a play just to get the music right. And then all through this, I'm getting placements, like you said, with all these people. Learning how the actual business side of it works to get royalties and shit like that. So then I ended up getting an admin deal, and they end up finding more royalties for me that I didn't know.
Wait, explain. Again, I don't know what that means. Explain that. What's going on, guys? If you guys are enjoying this episode so far, make sure to follow me at Akil NJ Realty on all social media platforms. All of them. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it, okay? And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and check out the Apple Podcast version. And if you're listening to this, go check out YouTube. All right, back to the episode.
Admin deals when you tell them what song you did, how you're involved in it. Okay. So as a producer, you usually get 50%, unless the artist or the label actually buys the rights to the master from you. Otherwise, you still own it.
I see.
And you tell them that. They go find all the avenues where you get royalties from. So there's like Sound Exchange, there's BMI, which is like a publishing organization.
I see.
With BMI. There's ASCAP too.
I see.
Some other ones. What else? Even like the distribution, mechanical royalties.
Okay.
Shit like that. With streaming now, you have a distro like DistroKid and United Masters, TuneCore, where you upload and you get royalties from there. So all these different places are paying you royalties for the same song. But back then, I only knew of BMI, like the publishing rights organizations. And I was only getting one, and there's like 3 to 5 other ways of getting it. So that's what they do. They basically make sure everything's good. They pay you, and you don't really have to worry about kind of hunting down.
So they're like an agency that's saying like, hey, there's all these other ones, we're going to hook you up. Yeah. So that when your song, or even a song that you produced is being played, you're getting royalties 50%.
If that's your thing.
Whatever you negotiated. Right. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay.
I'm just saying because it's production and lyrics, and then that's what make the song.
Right. Okay. So you're doing all of this while you were like working at the music store. Mm-hmm. And when you said placements, I'm thinking like placements as in like you're getting to produce certain people's songs. You mean?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And now you're understanding all the royalty stuff. You're understanding how to make money with it, etc., etc. Now,
to make it like because it's music business, so there is a way to live off of it. You know what I mean? If you do it right. So that's what I was learning all through that time while setting the studio up. And then, me, I just keep going. So now we're on to Trust Life. Yeah. The brand.
So you're not working any like 9 to 5 or anything. You're just full. And do you remember what year you went full entrepreneur, not relying on a 9 to 5 money?
Check this, right? December of 2019
is when it all happened.
Is when I was like, all right, I'm about to just do music.
Wow. Okay.
December 2019.
Like right before the bullshit.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm like, new year, new decade. You know what I mean? I'm walking in like, y'all about to be.
Wait, but that worked. But I know by your facial reaction right now, bro, and you shaking your head.
Downhill, bro.
But I would think that if people have that's true. Even if they don't have the equipment, they gotta go to a place to make music. So not a lot of people are able to make music like that, which means less placements for you, less people buying your beats, etc. Right? Mm-hmm. When COVID hit.
Honestly, I wouldn't say that.
Right.
Because stimmies was hitting. A lot of people had the unemployment and stuff like that. So actually that time period was actually it was very lucrative.
Yeah, because you could just solely work.
And everyone had time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had time and money, so what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't that bad, but it was just like, it was scary though, because you didn't know what was going on.
Exactly,
you know
literally,
so from then on.
How did you even, here's one thing I'm really understanding. Not a lot of people have the courage to become an entrepreneur. Yeah. The courage to quit a 9 to 5 to be like, yo, I'm going all in into this. Like my boy always says, Stevens is always like, don't ever leave certain for uncertain, right? So certain is your 9 to 5, you're making good money, it's stable, etc. And then going into an entrepreneurial life, which is you're working, your back is against the wall, you're making money now, and you don't know how much you're going to make. Where did you get that? I know like you were working your jobs, you're probably fucking saving up aggressively, etc. To be able to make that jump. But the fact that you even made the jump, where did you get that courage from? Would you give the credit to childhood? Would you give the credit to parents? Like, where do you think you got that courage from?
Definitely, it was probably childhood, It was definitely a part of it. Just being used to uncertainty, you know what I'm saying? I was packing up and moving so much that this isn't like, you know what I mean? It's not nothing I'm not used to.
Right.
You know, so like I'm never one to be scared to take a leap. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna jump.
Yeah.
No one else is gonna jump. I'm gonna do it and I'll let y'all know how it goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you definitely didn't live a fucking comfortable life, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly. I'm used to it. So I'm not, it's not like I need a certain level of, we all aspire to have a certain level, but if you got a grit and grind, then I'm down for it.
What was your mom doing work-wise? Like just like going through all the states and stuff, like was she working every single time too, or she was, right?
Like office job. I don't really know.
Okay. I feel. Like, do you feel like with your pops, like being a street person, like do you feel like you got a lot of the entrepreneur, like mindset from him?
Yeah, 'cause he had businesses too.
Yeah.
He throughout the times, just like trucking or window washing or just different ideas he had. And
he was always making money some way,
he had a
somehow.
restaurant.
There you go. Yeah.
So like I seen it, the possibilities. So that too. You see, you just brought that to my attention. Yeah, so just seeing the behind the scenes of it and seeing it come into fruition, like I'm constantly seeing that. So, and then also just the hustle from him. So
that's what I'm saying. Like I asked that because if you had a pops and a mom that was working 9 to 5 office jobs, right? Like your mom was working the office job, but if you had your dad doing that too, in a way you're very impressionable as a kid. So you'll grow up and be like, oh yeah, that's comfortable. Like they're making good money. Like I'm gonna do that.
Right.
So jumping entrepreneur, like going full entrepreneur, is like such a foreign concept. But you kind of were surrounded around that. You know what I mean? Whether it be cousins, uncles, other family members, but mainly who you were spending most of your time with, right?
Yeah.
Like your dad had fucking businesses. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. And basically I had two, like, it was like Rich Dad Poor Dad. You know
yes,
like,
exactly.
you have certain and uncertain.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you I seen it both ways. So it's kind of like balancing. When you have to be certain, you do that. And when you can afford to be uncertain because sky's the limit over here, then you do that.
But you were fucking smart about it though. Think about it. You took because you worked those jobs, which was smart because it helped you get your stuff like on a discounted price, whatever it may be, right? To elevate you to what you were ultimately trying to do. But you're working these jobs, which was certain, saving up as much as possible so that when you went head on into uncertain, you had some sort of cushion, you know? Because if you only had like your pops and like your mom was doing, you know, businesses as well, you would have just fucking went right in and not had any money saved. You're like, fuck it, I'm just going all into this water, right? But you had a cushion.
In a situation like that, sometimes you may end up just working with them. You know what I'm saying? Like
taking over their business, whatever they're doing too.
So I think everyone's childhood has like ways a big part of who they are when they grow up. You know what I'm saying? So whether they know it or not.
Absolutely. Now, okay, so now you got this fucking legendary studio, okay? All right? In New Jersey, all right? Central New Jersey too, so it's like a hot spot. Okay. Now, of course I want to ask you how the fuck you got placements with people like Dave East, but that's the whole point of this goddamn podcast is the hustle of getting to that point. Yeah. So what the hell were you doing when you got that studio to get to that point, bro? Because I know a lot of other producers and singers that are working hard, really. So explain, like, what were you doing? Because I know you didn't just make a beat, Dave East hit you up. So there's got to be a lot of hustle in between of that to get to that point.
I mean, both of those things did happen. But yeah, there was like, and the crazy part is he texted me at Best Buy.
No
when I was
way.
working there. Yeah.
Bro, you hid that shit from us?
This is easy. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he was there yet.
This happened before I even showed up?
I was in computers.
I mean, you were computer. I was mobile.
Yeah.
Remember all those times?
I moved up to mobile with y'all because y'all was, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was lit.
I left around that time. You did move it, I remember. But like 2 weeks later.
Right okay.
But remember all those times I would like peek over the mobile in the back and I'll do the hotline blink dance? I'd be so jealous because you would always know how to do it. I'd be like, yo, how does he know, bro? Of course.
But
bro.
I made the beat, obviously. And then, so it's the creation process. Then it's just like trying to find out where this beat's going to go. So you just sell it. It's like, when you don't know these people, the internet is your best friend. Okay. So you have to utilize it to the best of your ability. Make sure your Twitter page. Back then, there was a lot of Twitter action going on. Instagram page is just all intact, looking clean, looking like presentable. You know what I'm saying? Having your contact info available and just pitching the beats. I mean, the music is going to speak for itself. So I was able to, for that one in particular, with Dave East, I had made a mixtape with my boy Montage called Way Out of Nowhere. Okay. And we were just getting verses from all these different, it was kind of like the DJ Khaled method. You get all these verses from different people, put them on one song. And, you know, and then hope it pops off. And a lot of them was pretty good. There's a lot going on at that time. But that's a different story. So Dave East was on one of the songs. Really? Yeah. Dave East was on one of the songs. Wayno was his manager at the time.
Okay.
Wayno, if y'all remember, he was on Everyday Struggle.
Yes. With the Deska.
And academics.
Yeah. Him.
And now he's. I don't want to get the title wrong, but I know he's with Quality Control.
Okay.
The A&R department.
I see.
So,
okay.
Shout out to him. But he was the manager at the time, so obviously we was talking to him to get Dave on the song.
And I mean, like, you're just like, and when you say like you're reaching out, like you're literally DMing people.
Email,
whatever you can do to get through that. And how long are we waiting for some of these people to even reply back to you?
When you're serious, they're pretty fast. Like,
really?
You know what I mean, everybody's emails on their
because you're not just like, hey, I got a song for you guys. It's more so like, hey,
like,
I got a song.
Much,
here's the song. Yeah.
Does he like it? Does he want a different one? How much for 8 bars? How much for 16 bars? What's this? Like, so. It's
how much
business,
is in what?
you know
Like,
what
how much is he charging
to
be on my song?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my beat?
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
So,
okay.
Sometimes back then, I don't know if it work now, but back then we were kind of laying out the entire song. So, like, if we get the Rich the Kid verse, and then someone else might use that as an opportunity, like, hey, I've never been on a song with Rich the Kid before.
Yeah.
Forget the money. Let's make it happen.
Right.
So, you know, it was just making it happen. So we got him on a song, and then after that, we were just like, we got beats, obviously. So
yeah,
like,
let's just send them
if
whatever
it's
you
cool,
like.
we could send some through if they need some beats. And he was like, yeah, send them through to me.
Okay.
And then one day he was like, yeah, I'm definitely using one. So
wow. And then he put it on the.
That was on Hate Me Now. So that was like I think that was his first.
I thought it was a Kyrie Chanel you had like a couple.
That was
songs.
after. So the very first one was. It was called Dumb Shit.
Okay.
On Hate Me Now.
Wow.
So I did that one, and then I did again on Kyrie Chanel.
And now at this point, like, are you still having to reach out to him and be like, yo, I got more beats, or is he hitting you up now for Kyrie Chanel to be like, yo,
well, I never stopped sending beats. Like once I get
okay,
it's like as I make them and I feel like you could do something with it, I send it your way. You don't have to ask me.
Interesting. Look at that. It's kind of like real estate.
Yeah.
It's like when I see a house that I feel like you like, boom, just send it to you
there
text.
It is.
And sometimes they don't even answer. If they don't like the house, whatever it may be, they might not like the beat. They're like, they don't even answer.
But
so
they're always going to appreciate the thought of like, oh, okay. So
he's putting the work in. Yeah. I see the effort.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when something pops up, I'm going to let you know I'm using this one.
And then maybe it's something close, but like, all right, I need fucking an island in the kitchen. They might tell you that, and you know, okay, let's tweak that. Let's those now.
Right,
you know
exactly.
With music, it'll probably be like,
but yours is
I need something
faster.
a little bit slower, or I need something for the club, or I need something as my outro. Like, you know what I mean? They might hit you back saying that. So it's like, all right, let me focus on those.
And this is what you fucking love, bro. So, like, you could be out at a bar or something with friends. Yeah. If Davies hit me back and he's like, yo, can you just add this one hi-hat and I'll be there? Bro, I'll leave the bar right now. I'll pull out the laptop right now and just fucking add the hi-hat. And then give it to you.
Yeah, if they're like in the studio.
Because I get you excited, right? It's like, yo, like, you know what I mean?
Something's happening. Like, it's...
you know?
You want to seize the opportunity.
Exactly. Yeah. So who was the first, like, out of the long list that I mentioned, you know, in the intro, who was the first person that... You know, that you got to work with, that you collaborated with?
Got Sue Surf. So Sue Surf is the first person.
Sue Surf.
He's New Jersey, from Newark. Really big, one of the best, in my opinion, in the battle rap culture.
Okay.
But he drops music all the time. But he was the first person to really get on my beats.
Really?
I think he did a song. I think he might have did a song with Davies before.
Interesting.
Young M.A., Wale. Kevin Durant. He got a song with Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant has a song?
Like, yeah, it might have been the only song Kevin Durant ever did. It was
I like the other basketball player that makes music, though.
He's like,
yes, he's really good.
Yeah, he's tough.
He's fire, bro. I like him. Is Kevin Durant good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It was like one of those, like a Pain type record. You know what I mean? Talking about his upbringing and stuff like that.
I see. Okay. Very deep. Very deep. Okay.
So Sue Surf was the first one. House of Virginia, which was like a series that we did. It was a storytelling series, so
I see.
I don't want to ruin the story, but
no,
definitely check it out if y'all can.
And then that kind of like was like a catalyst for everything else.
So that was my first placement that made me feel like, oh, okay, so this is how
hard work is paying off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And somebody tagged me in one of his tweets. that was just like, send me beats, and someone tagged me, and then I DM'd him and he answered back. I was like, oh shit, okay, boom. And he ended up using one. So that was my first taste of like, okay,
there's something here.
Yeah, like okay, my beats they don't suck. You know what I'm saying? They don't suck. So at least I could.
Did that give you like a huge boost of confidence to be like, yo, I'm going all in?
And you know what else? When you actually see people responding to it that don't even know that you made the beat, like you're just slowly watching on Twitter, like, oh, I love this song, da da da, the beat is crazy. It's extra confidence.
Yeah.
I went to Summer Jam one year and Davies was performing, and he did Again.
The Kyrie Chanel album.
Yeah. So he performed that one, and I'm just looking around, and everyone's just jamming to it. It's like another twisted. Yeah, exactly. They don't even know. Like,
they don't even know.
I really made this in my bedroom, and it's like here now. Like
that's crazy, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And then what's like the man like. And then did that also give you confidence to go into yourself? You're like, bro, my beats are fucking fire. Like, I know I could rap too. Also, like Kanye shit, you know?
Yeah. So a lot of those happened in like 2015. A lot of my first couple placements. To where 2016, I did a song that I dropped on New Year's, and like it kind of people was rocking with it. So at that point, I'm like, all right, let me just try. Because I was writing when I was younger too.
Yeah.
When I was like under my uncles and just like
when they went to the studio, you were writing.
I'm still writing, I'm still writing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Cheesy, and you know,
you're like, look at this. Can you take me to the studio? They're like, bro, double digits, bro.
Well, I would never rap it for them, so they didn't really take it serious. Like, it's good, but you're not gonna rap it, so why are we? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I started rapping in like 2016. Just like fuck it, like I can do that too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the more you know how to do. Again, like you said, if something's not going your way, you can just do it yourself. You know what I mean? And it's therapeutic when you're just making music. You know what I'm saying? It's a release. So all your thoughts and stuff you could bring to life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Document it.
Do you feel like since you made music yourself, what was like a faster route to meeting a lot of artists in the industry? Was it when you were making beats, or was it when you were...
Beats, for sure.
Beats, right?
Beats is just... It's like
I got something for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm bringing you some value here.
The key to networking is like adding value.
What are you doing for me?
So like I got beats. That'll get you in the door. You know what I'm saying? And basically, by then, it's like you'll get people to be like, oh nah, fuck with your music though. Like if you want to work, let's do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how that goes.
So you're kind of like, bro, you're working with
the music is really just it's like for me.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you said, it's therapeutic.
You know what I'm saying? And I own all aspects of it. Cause there's a lot of songs that like I have another Davey song that's out there that never came out. You know
Interesting.
What I mean? So like,
how does that make you feel then?
Things get even the Kehlani song. So it came out, but not on the official album it was supposed to come out on.
Where did it come out?
I'm not sure. Like they put it out on SoundCloud.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Stuff like that. But that shit sucks, bruh. Like
I was gonna say, like, did you feel like that was like an L? Not the song itself, but the fact that it didn't come out on an official.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel as like a producer?
I wouldn't really say an L. Yeah, but no, because it still came out. You can still listen to it. It happened. You know what I mean?
You still reached out to every Kehlani.
The business just wasn't
fan.
right with the labels and what they were going through. You know what I'm saying? So like, everyone with a song, everyone has to clear their part. If it doesn't meet a certain deadline and people don't sign things on time, it's just like, all right, well, we got to keep going because we have a release date that we got to get to. So if everything isn't on point and getting to it, then, you know, miss out. But
if you give a song to somebody like Kehlani, she doesn't use it for the album, but she uses it for a mix. I mean, she uses it for a SoundCloud song.
Yeah.
Did you build traction with Kehlani, or does that mean it's like deaded?
The Kehlani was a feature on the Davey Styles P Beloved album.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be on there.
Oh, that's the joint album that they did. And Kehlani was on it.
Mm-hmm. She was on the hook.
Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm. She was on the hook for that. So, I don't know. Maybe she didn't clear her part. Maybe she wanted to add something to it and it just wasn't enough time. I don't really know.
I see. Okay.
the label is not going to explain it to me. Like, hey, man, sorry,
just do it this way this time. Tweak it like
you know
this.
What I mean?
You know,
so it's just like you just keep working.
Yeah.
It happens, it's out, and then you just work on the next thing. So
I mean, at least, do you ever feel like in this industry of what you're doing, do you feel discouraged a lot or at all? Like, and if you do, you know, how are you?
It is very. It can be,
because that moment right there of like putting on SoundCloud as opposed to album could feel like a little discouraging, right?
I don't think that was on. It's not discouraging on my behalf. I feel like it was just more so like, dang, we couldn't like solidify it. You know
I see.
Like kind of like it slipped through your fingers. It wasn't like, oh, I'm not good enough, or like made me feel bad. Like,
but it's like, damn, I was close.
Yeah, like, well, it happened. You know what I mean?
Right,
like everything was
right.
there. Like there's nothing else really to do other than sign papers and, you know, get the business right. So
Right.
that was the only feeling. It wasn't like I didn't feel discouraged about my abilities or nothing like that.
Right.
So
that is true.
again, you just keep working. Like I said, there's always gonna be more, and I'm done so much already that like I don't get that feeling no more. Like,
right?
Am I good enough? Imposter syndrome.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
now, what is at this point, dude? You gotta trust life now.
Yeah.
Right. You're wearing it. You got the hat on.
Mashowski.
Right. You brought me a shirt. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
I really do appreciate that. Now, are you the type of person where it's like, yo, I'm taking it day by day, or do you have like a 5-year? Do you have like this goal or end goal plan in mind of what Rich Icy and what Trust Life and what everything you're culminating together? Like, do you know where that's like a vision of that, of where it's supposed to be going?
I plan, but I don't do like. I feel like certainty does 5-year, 10-year. Uncertainty, you got to do like. You got to do like days, weeks, months for the year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Over the next couple years, because things can speed up and things can slow down.
Right.
Uncertainty, like you could do what you were trying to do for the year in 3 months in the uncertainty world. You know what I'm saying? So, you just kind of set goals and just get there. You know what I mean? You don't really put too much time. As long as you're doing it right, not wasting time. I think Rick Ross said that one time. He's like, I don't want to be fast, but I don't want to waste. As long as we're not wasting time, I'm cool with whatever pace is going.
It's like, as long as I'm getting like 1% better and I'm getting something done, productive in the day.
As long as we're moving in the right direction.
That's all that matters. It's less stress for you because now you're not like...
Yeah, because then you'll start making bad decisions if you're like, well, this has to get done in this amount of time as opposed to getting it right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's really about. But I do plan. I have calendars, whiteboards, all
right. Exactly.
Like
you get the vision board, bro.
Exactly.
You know?
So yeah, definitely plan. I think everyone should have a plan.
Bro, like, and there you go. That's the whole reason why I got you on. Is like natural. I mean, you grew up around hustlers, right? Yeah. You grew up around people that were just trying to make money any which way, right? Whether it's owning businesses, whether it's making music, whether it's working your 9-to-5 office job. But you kind of like, you are a product of your environment, but you were really a product of everything, you know, as we were just talking about it, from childhood to make you who you are right now. Yeah. That reserved, observant, you know, calculated, entrepreneurial type of mindset. And that's what made you who you are right now. Right? You're hustling fucking far more than I could ever be, bro. Like, you got...
Nah, you getting it done, though, bro. You make me feel like I'm not doing enough. Like on social media, I'm like, damn, so I gotta start thinking of content, man. This shit, like...
What type of content do you think you make, dude?
I gotta get my short form game up.
Reels and
shit? Yeah. Like, we got this guy. So that's why I was like, I've been going black. Like, I'm not really posting anything on social media. I just kind of want to...
It's hard, bro.
Observe and learn, hard, watching you and watching everybody that really does it. And you said it's hard.
It's fucking hard, bro. It's a lot of time.
It's like tedious?
It's tedious. It's hard, yeah. You know, entrepreneurs, yeah. But that's why I have him, you know? Like, he carries this whole shit.
That's what's up.
You know?
See,
I'm not the smartest
person. This shit's mad professional. Like,
you
got shit popping, flying all over. I'm like, damn. That's what I'll be like, dang. So like, he's really doing it.
But like the same,
and it's informative too. Like,
but the same
where do you even get these questions from? Like, where do you get like, all right, let me do the top 3 states to live in. First of all, how do you even get into real estate? Because I feel like you weren't mentioning that back then.
To keep it as short as possible, because I will tell you this. I'll tell it off camera. I'm just the type of person, when I find something, I want to invest in real estate. So I started reading a lot about it. And I was like, I do like to sell, so why not just fucking sell real estate? And that's literally the shortest form to get into how I got into it.
Yeah.
But I'm that type of person. You're more calculated. You're more observant. You're more thinking about it. I just fucking jump in. You're checking the water, bro.
Yeah.
I just jump in and then find out what the water's like. You know what I mean?
It's cold in here.
Yeah. Or like, bro, there's a fucking shark in here. I didn't see that, but you're like, bitch, I saw the shark before we jumped. I'm like, shit, I'm seeing it now. Yeah. You know, I'm that type of person.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, but.
It's how you liking it.
But
I don't even know if you can even say that on like the real answer.
It's hard, bro. It's hard. That's why I wanted you on to talk about what it's like to make beats and stuff like that, because we're hustling at the end of the day. My back is against the wall sometimes. That's why I ask questions like, were you ever discouraged in that sense? Because you're going through moments where not every time is a high, bro. You're going through a roller coaster ride just like I am. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
There's droughts where like you don't get any type of response. Like when you're sending out beats to people and it's like, am I in a rut right now? Like, what I got to do? But as
that's
long
building
as you're
thick
consistent,
skin, right?
Yeah,
that's all it is.
And I realize a lot of times when I'm not as consistent is when I don't get responses. Because if I make 5 beats every day for 7 days straight, one of them is getting placed.
Right, exactly.
Somewhere.
It's a numbers game.
Somebody's going to use something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think us as entrepreneurs understand that anything and everything that we're doing, it's consistency, it's persistence, passion behind it, but it's a numbers game at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Bro, you got me a shirt. Chris, you think you can grab that shirt for me? It's somewhere over here, bro. I think it's, if you can find it or not. But I'll tell you a lot more about the real estate shit off. But actually, another thing about the podcast is when I have these conversations with people, I can't know everything about you in 1 hour. Yeah. So I want you on again. Yeah. Because, like, that's another beautiful thing about something like hustling and stuff.
Are we still rolling?
Yeah, we're still going.
Oh,
we're still going, baby. We got 2 more minutes. But it's more so like, I'm opening this on camera.
Oh, snap. We're doing an
unboxing. We're doing an unboxing? Yo, you guys... Yeah, we got a really good... Bro, you wrapped this shit in like a nice ass bag too, bro.
Yeah. You showed them the bag?
Yeah, I showed them the bag.
There's details. Yeah.
There's...
I'm saying?
There's detail. Look at this. You got Trust Life on the front of this white bag with black inside, bro. What the fuck? What size you get me, bro? A large?
Yep.
Oh, you got me. Oh, okay. I like this one. Yo, how fat do you think I am, bro?
It's oversized.
Actually,
it's
yo.
The droopy fit.
No, I know what you're trying to say, though, because I be going to the gym all the time.
And you Aki, bro.
Yo, check this out, bro. This is actually kind of fire.
It actually is oversized, though. So
it is oversized.
I don't do it like an oversized.
No, remember the streetwear?
I wear the large.
Yeah, streetwear. Yeah, you know, it hangs down. You put like a nice.
I know you go to Travis concerts and shit like that. So like, you can pull it off.
Now I could be just like Travis. You got Trust Life at the top with some fire at the bottom, which is exactly
Trailblazer.
Fucking fire, bro.
Trailblazer tee.
That's super dope, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, dog. And I'll tell you more about the real estate thing. But like I said, having you
one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know you were gonna be here. My bad.
Bro, I appreciate you. You're literally the epitome of a true hustler. You've been hustling since I fucking met you, and you've been clearly hustling since, you know, at a very young age. So thank you for being on. Plug your stuff in. Tell them where they could find you. All that fun stuff.
Rich Icy. Everywhere. At Trust Life Official. Everywhere. At the Icebox Studios if you're in or around Metuchen, New Jersey.
Okay.
And that's where you can hit me up at, man. Reach out. Let's get to work. You know me.
And
make it happen. Be tuned for the hats. These are dropping very, very soon.
There you go.
Next month or so.
Okay.
So
okay.
Definitely pop out.
Man, you're working, bro.
Reach out.
You're working. I appreciate you, and I'm gonna have you on again.
Appreciate you, man.
Because you're always gonna be hustling on new shit, or there's always new experiences. So thank you for being on, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
And I hope to see you soon, bro.
For sure.
Thank you, dog. Peace.